Hello everybody, Louisiana Jones here with another toy review, and today we will be taking a look at the Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Voyager class Optimus Prime. Now you all know I adore Optimus Prime. I have a shrine to him, he's my favorite character of all time, and he was the first toy I ever had in my life. I didn't have a cheap Luke Skywalker figure. I didn't have G.I. Joe figures. I still don't. Shocking, I know. Godzilla came way late in my life, but there was always Optimus Prime. And then, of course, Toy Story took over for like a solid few years, but Transformers was always there. So, Prime is the best hero ever made. And this figure definitely captures the heroic deeds of the great leader Optimus Prime. Now, let us take a look at his accessories, and then we'll take a closer look at Optimus Prime, baby. Oh yeah. Now, Optimus Prime comes with two accessories, and many would say they are the most important accessories for Optimus Prime. Now, first, and notably, he comes with the Ion Cannon, his most iconic weapon from Generation 1. And I gotta say, this looks really good for a modern, like, Cybertronian take on it. It looks really good, it's sculpted well, it's a little hollow, but it's cool. And if you have some Siege blast effects, you can put them in there, and it'll look like he's going pew 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 pew. That's really cool. And this thing, it's a shield, but it's also not a shield. If you transform it, and you flip everything out, flip that little thing out, flip this big thing out, boom! It's Optimus Prime's axe, kind of like in Dark of the Moon, but much cooler, bigger, and it's a shield as well. So that is awesome. Perfect accessories for Optimus Prime. At a $30 point, really good. Absolute brilliancy right here. Now taking a look at the figure himself, this head sculpt is perfect. This is Optimus Prime. Always a heroic looking figure and a heroic character, and that head sculpt just captures it perfectly. The ears are perfect, the head's perfect, the face is absolutely beautiful. I love everything about this figure. There is no light piping, which is a sad thing, but I can live with it. This is a perfect Optimus Prime, and I adore it. He has the truck lights, like for an Earth mode, but funny enough, and you'll find out later about this figure actually, he has the Autobot logo printed on, and he also has battle damage on there. And the battle damage, it's not dented in, it's just scuffage. And Siege did this a lot, and honestly, I didn't hate it. I actually liked it. I actually liked it a lot. It's all over the figure here. The truck windows are pitch perfect pretty much. They just got the technological stuff, and unfortunately, he does not have a matrix of leadership. Slightly upsetting, but not a lot. I didn't expect Hasbro to do it at this size at all. And then, of course, the truck grill is perfect. He's got the famous crotch thing right there, like in the cartoons and all the other toys. Scuffage goes all the way down. And then we have the legs. These legs are really cool. Reminds me a lot of MP10, actually, how there was like a fold thing that would fold the wheels and more or less hide them. And I thought that was cool. This looks great. This is a fantastic figure. Sorry. Not a lot of kibble, though. I mean, yeah, he's got a little bit of a backpack, but I'm actually not mad about that. The backpack's actually alright, and this kind of reminds me of IDW's Optimus, all this truck stuff right here. Kind of reminds me of how IDW Optimus looked. And the back is, he kind of always had a backpack, but it wasn't like that. It was more like to here, basically. Just a big old block of red, like right there. But he also has this, but it's pretty cool. And it kind of, you could, if you're a kid, you could probably pretend it's a jetpack and just whoosh, Prime's flying around, saving the universe one day at a time, just like the days of old. So the figure looks great. The back is not terrible, and it's actually pretty good. And yeah, that's Optimus. Now the sculpt, ugh, lovely. I just messed up. Now the posability on this figure is quite simple. He has a ball joint at the head, and he can look up that far with the ball joint, and he can look down that far. Awesome. and there's a little neck thing right here for him to transform. You can kind of lift it up more so he can look up more, but not a lot, so it's whatever. Shoulders, they have a hinge here. The smokestack can hinge out, so the arm can go all the way out like that. He has a bicep swivel. His shoulder can go all the way around. Cool. He has a single jointed elbow, but it goes to like a little less than 90 degrees. Swivel at the fist. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Posability is on point so far. He has a waist swivel. That's awesome. Transformers with waist swivel are always a win. And then his legs can go forward that far, and they can go back that far. It's pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Not bad. And now for this, I gotta zoom out a little bit. He can do the full Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yes, sir. That is amazing, and Optimus is braver than me. That's a fact. Now he has a... Not only does he have a thigh swivel, but he also has a swivel at the knee. That's weird. That's crazy. Crazy. And then he has a single jointed knee. But, dang. That's a far bend, brother. Not gonna lie. His toe... I don't really count this as articulation, but his toe can bend down and just go there. This is more so for the transformation. And, of course, ankle pivot on Transformers. Finally. Finally, we've got it. It's so cool to see. Absolutely awesome. Now, before we move to the vehicle mode, I would like to do some size comparisons in robot mode. So, here we have the Deluxe Class Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Impactor, who is probably my favorite Deluxe Class figure of all time, and I adore him, and they look fantastic together, and they look fantastic size-wise. Perfect Voyager and Deluxe. Absolutely brilliant. Awesomeness. And then we have Siege Optimus Prime with the Siege Generation 2 colored sideswipe. And he's quite small, but that's good. This is good. I feel like this is accurate to the actual scales between the Carbots and Optimus himself. That's really good. Good job, Hasbro and Takara. Good job. And then Optimus is next to, if you guys want to do stop motions of sorts, this is pretty much how big the other figure is going to be. The Transformers Studio Series Jeep Bumblebee. And the other figure I'm referring to is Cybertron Bumblebee, because they're doing Cybertron Cliff Jumper. This will be this tall, and so will the other Bumblebee. So this is cool. You could do a stop motion of sorts with Cybertronian mode Optimus and Cybertronian mode Bumblebee. That's cool. It's cool. This is awesome. And I'm going to review this guy soon, because I love this figure. And of course, for those of you curious to see, here's the Siege Optimus with the original release Transformers Earthrise Optimus Prime Leader Class. This is Leader Class because it came with a trailer, but it's basically Voyager. They have a pretty much the same head sculpt, I think. It looks pretty much the same, but the body, the engineering is kind of similar, but the body is different enough. The legs are actually different. The crotch area is different. The legs, like the legs, like the calves, though, they're pretty much the same. I'm pretty sure I hint at this more in my Earthrise Optimus review, so if y'all are curious, go ahead and check that review out, because I do talk about how they're the same there. So, yeah, that's about it. And for your average 6-inch figure size, here he is with the Black Series Stormtrooper Commander from the Force Unleashed, GameStop exclusive. So, yeah, but this guy is bent and in a pose, but that's pretty much how he looks with a 6-inch figure. So, yeah, that's it. The transformation on this guy is, it's good, actually. It's a little complicated, I think, but we're going to give it a go on camera, alright? Bear with me, everyone. So the first thing I do is bend the arms, and I flip these up, and I flip these out, just like that. Keep the arms kind of inward. Open the chest. You always want to do that. And the tires here are a pain in the neck. Oh yeah, no, I close one side. I close one door, so the tire can pop out. This is difficult to do when a camera's in front of me. Give me a minute. Screw it. I did the tires off camera. That was horrible. That was terrible. And the back flip out the back, flip out the red tabs first, and then you flip out the gray tab. Man, why is this so difficult to do on camera? There we go. Alright, so that's there. And I like to do right now, I like to flip this around, keep it like that. And now the legs. The legs are very simple to do. Fold the feet, twist them, but don't twist the thigh. Don't twist the thigh with them. Just twist here, twist the calf. Then fold out that part, fold that gray tab in, do the same over here. Fold this in, there you go. There's always clicky-clacky stuff going on, and I love it. It's satisfying to hear. And then you snap the legs together. Now you could pull the trailer hitch thing out right here, and I would do that, but you know what? That's just going to take me more time. And then you just split this part right here. Because watch, I'll show you right here. See? Crutch. The back of it. There we go. Folds out. And then you fold the arm backwards. Fold this thing up. You collapse the head in. Alright? See the head? It's very complicated, I know. I'm getting a headache just looking at it. And then the roof will come... It'll come later. Now fold the tire down. I want to fold it down, but keep it like that. Keep it in the DeLorean hover conversion look. That's what I call it. And there you go. And then fold this bit down and click it. Do the same on the other leg. Alright, there we go. Much better. Alright, keep that in. And then you fold the arms. Fold them together. Oh, wait, no. You keep these out. Keep those out. Fold the arms inward. Kind of like how he transforms in Generation 1. And then, there you go. Now you can fold this in, and it'll click and connect to the arm. And then we'll fold the tire up. Do the same over here. You know what? I'm just going to do this off camera. This is killing me. Bam. Done. Look at that. Alright. And now, for the roof part, you just fold the windows, the main windows out. There we go. Collapse it down. It'll click into the center like that. There you go. Make sure it's extra secured. Clamp that in. Clamp it down. And then close the windows. And there you have Transformers Siege Optimus Prime in his vehicle mode. And he is magnificent looking. Look at that. It's basically G1, but it's Cybertronian enough, I gotta say. It's pretty Cybertronian. And this was a pretty good groundwork for the Earthrise Optimus. And honestly, it just looks beautiful. Look at that. That is so cool how they have different lights in the different chest for it. Chest kind of reminds me of the grill kind of reminds me of Armada right now that I think about it. He's got small smokestacks, but hey, it's better to have the small ones than have them break off or whatever. But he looks amazing. There's no kibble really showing on here. I mean, yeah, you flip it over, but who poses their Transformers like that? Come on. Get real. And he's got these little extra lights down here, I guess, and that looks awesome. And I love the covering on the back there. That looks spectacularly epic and just well done detail. I'm a sucker for like technological stuff, and it's cool. I love how the toes have the lights on them, and then they form the back of the truck, just like in the cartoon and the toy. It looks super, super awesome. And you know what? Honestly, the Siege Optimus was a great predecessor and prequel to the Earthrise Optimus. I mean, they share a lot of similar design cues. They share the almost exact transformation, and they just... I loved what Hasbro did. They redid this whole thing and turned it into this. This is perfect. I'm in love with it. So cool and epic. And the weapons can store on this guy. It won't look as, like, you know, fancy or whatever, but they can store on there. And I will show you how to do it. So you just fold up the shield, and you can put it on here. And it's kind of like a, you know, like a protective shield. There you go. And then the gun can go on the top. And now he can mow down Decepticons as he runs through Cybertron to save everyone and get them to the Ark. Awesome! Now, This figure is absolutely worth $30, but that's it. No, none of the higher prices. These people on the internet are killing me. They're selling this thing for $50 and $100. No, 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 no. Just get this guy. If you see it at a store and it's $30, you buy it. If you see it online for $30, buy it. If you see it online for above $30, no. This guy is not worth that much. It's killing me. And yeesh. Thankfully, I got this guy before, like, you know, all the high price stuff came out, and he was the first Siege guy I got, so that's great. Thank goodness. So yeah, get this guy, and he'll look fantastic. But beyond that, thank you all for watching. This has been Louisiana Jones Reviews. Keep in touch with me, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you really loved this video. If you just liked it, then, you know, leave a like, and leave a comment, and tell me what you think. I love hearing from my fans, and yeah. That's about it, so thank you all for watching. I love you all so much. And remember, till all are one. Autobots, roll out! Down, 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 down. Transformers G1 is perfect.